Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Josie or Josephine, whatever you want to call me. Today we are gonna get into it. I want to talk about Love Island. We talked about a whole bunch of stuff. We also have new makeup to try. This was like my main thing. I was in Hawaii for a week and I could not wait to get back and film some makeup videos for you guys. So if you guys want to hang out with me, I know it's the weekend, love uploading on the weekend so we can get ready together. Let's get into it. I know I already did the intro, but this is my first time actually pressing record, but I'm so excited to film today's video. I feel like the vibes are right. The energy is high. We just got back from Hawaii a few days ago. The jet lag is kind of kicking in, I'm not gonna lie, which is so weird because it's only 3 hours behind, but I'm so excited to sit down and film for you guys. We have so many new products to try out, starting with these new Milk Balm-Made Electrolyte Lip Balms. I did swatch 4 colors right here. These are 4 colors that I thought I would like the most. These are very interesting consistency. They are very shiny. I obviously do have something on my lips right now. Let's remove that because I need to see what these are gonna be like in full effect. Okay, let's go in with this shade Workout. I did kind of warm it up in between my hands a little bit because I feel like the formula was separating a little bit, almost like the oil was separating from the pigment. If you guys know, ooh, this smells like watermelon, which I actually hate. I do not like the smell of like artificial watermelon or just, I'm not gonna lie, watermelon in general, but wow, we cannot lie. Wow, that is so shiny. You guys know how I feel about shiny, like ultra hydrating lip balms. This so far, absolutely. Each shade, so I guess there's 7 different shades and each shade does have a different scent or like flavor to it. So like this one smells like blackberry, raspberry, peach, citrus, coconut. Oh my god, the coconut sounds amazing. Melon punch and apricot twist. Oh my god. This one right here smells so good. This is in the shade Quench. It is a little bit more of like a brown shade, so I don't think it's gonna work for me, but my lips are so pale. I have been highly considering getting lip blushing. I feel like I talk about this in almost every single recent video now, just because my lips are so pale and I feel like when they're pale, my whole face just loses color. So I do like that this has a little bit of tint to it and the shine. The whole reason for this video was obviously because I miss you guys, duh, and I cannot wait to get into some makeup content, but Huda Beauty just came out with these lip stains. Okay, that was a horrible representation. All the lip glosses fell out, but she came out with new lip oils and lip stains. We honestly have a lot of lip products to try out, so we're gonna talk about some like Love Island stuff and whatnot, but I feel like mainly, shut up, is this a mirror? You guys, they always set goodbye. This is so freaking cute. It's like this hot pink jelly. This is absolutely going in my purse. We just got back from my birthday trip. Nick surprised me with a trip to Hawaii. Hawaii is my favorite place to be. By the way, this is the new Anastasia primer. It's called Hydra Prime SPF 50. I think it's like a hydrating primer and a sunscreen in one, which is all that I need. I love my e.l.f. Glow Glow. So if this is anything like that, I'm gonna be obsessed. We were in Hawaii for 7 days. It was the best 7 days of my life. I feel like every year my birthday gets better and better. Last year, Nick took me to New York and that was so fun because the hotel that he booked was like Hawaiian themed. So he knows I love Hawaii, but he wanted to take me somewhere different. So like we were in New York, but it felt like Hawaii. It was the coolest experience and we just did so many things in Hawaii, you guys. I actually did vlog it. Unfortunately, I did not end the vlog because I feel like it's me, like Josie living in real life versus the influencer Josie. Like I'm trying to get content for you guys. And I also really enjoy that it's like a video diary of my life. But then I also really try to live in the moment. So a lot of times I'll make vlogs, you guys, and I just don't ever finish them. I do kind of feel that this primer is pilling. Ew. Oh my god, no, it literally is pilling. The AC is officially on, so you could probably hear. I have no idea why this is making my skin pill. I had to go and kind of honestly really rub it into my skin. And if we're being real, almost kind of remove it. Like I just kept rubbing it in until it stopped pilling, and I really hope this does not mess with the rest of my makeup. I had nothing underneath this because normally if you mix silicone and water-based stuff, that's when things start to pill, but I had nothing underneath this. So hello, has anybody else had this problem with this primer? Whole goal to using that primer was to make my skin glowy. I do feel like it's glowier, but it doesn't really feel hydrated. Like I wanted to feel hydrated, and I cannot stop using this luminizing glow serum. This is from Jouer. If you guys watched my last video, you saw me use this, and it is so lightweight. Like it's interesting because it looks like it would be heavy or greasy, but it's not. It just feels like a hydrating serum. I tried to keep it away from my T-zone, although it feels so good that I literally just want to rub it on my T-zone. Like I want to rub it on my full face. So I just tried to keep it to the perimeters. This is the glow that I was looking for. I really wanted my skin to appear like glass before I even start putting anything on top of it. And I have been loving this. If you guys are looking for a lightweight serum like glowy serum like skin prep, I highly recommend you guys try this out. Let's try another primer to make my skin freak out even more. Best thing to do when your skin is freaking out, try more new products. I have had my eye on this primer. This is the Pore Eclipse primer from Milk. It has like this ring. I don't even know what it is. I want to say it's like volcanic ash. I don't know if that's just because I've been in Hawaii and I'm thinking of volcanoes. Yeah, I genuinely don't know where I got the volcanic ash from, but Hawaii was just so beautiful. There's something so like serene and quiet, and I feel like everybody's just like at a slower pace in Hawaii, which I love. I talked about this before, but I feel like LA is so fast paced, and I feel like nobody knows how to chill. These bronzing drops are so good. I forgot how much I like them. They're so lightweight. They literally feel like water. I have been using the e.l.f. Camo bronzing sticks or like the bronzing, you know what I'm talking about. That I forgot other good bronzers actually exist because I've just been so hooked on that. That's actually the only bronzer that I took with me on vacation. And honestly, most of the time that I travel, I only take that bronzer with me because I know it's gonna be good. But anyways, have you guys been keeping up with Love Island? Are we watching Love Island? What do we think? I know there's like a huge Huda hate train right now, and it is actually so scary. I agree with what the girlies are saying. I think she is very male-centered. I think she's manipulative. I also think Jeremiah love bombed her. But I'm gonna be honest, she is receiving so much freaking hate online and she has no idea. Like when she gets her phone back and she goes down this rabbit hole, because I think, correct me if I'm not, she has been on social media before she went on Love Island. So I know she's just gonna go down that rabbit hole of like what people were saying while she's in there. And oh my God, I feel like we are going in on this girl. Like I understand. I actually have cut off a girl before in my life. And she was actually, I considered her to be like a really close friend to me. I had to cut her off because she was so male-centered that it just actually wasn't working. I've actually never had to cut a girlfriend off before. So that was really hard for me. It literally felt like a piece of my heart was like getting taken from me because I hold my girlfriends like so near and dear to me. So when I had to cut her off and like have that real conversation with her, I actually didn't even like fully cut her off. I wasn't like, okay, we can't be friends anymore. It was more so like she was living with me at the time and I was like, okay, you cannot be living with me anymore because this is just too much for me. Like if you want our friendship to succeed, we cannot be living together anymore because it's just too intense, like the way that your mind thinks. And it was very similar to Huda. Like I'm gonna switch the roles here and start talking about Huda now. I just feel like she is very male-centered. I feel like she puts down other women to make herself feel better, which is very interesting because she's so gorgeous. Like Huda herself has everything. Like let's just talk about Huda and Iris for a second, right? So you have two completely different girls. In your head, who do you think is prettier? Like who do you think is more beautiful when you just think about them as a person, right? I feel like most of us are gonna say Iris because of the way that she handles herself. I feel like Iris is so well spoken. She's very soft. She almost kind of has like a poker face. You can never tell what she's thinking or not. Like, does she like you or does she not? But I feel like what really put the nail in the coffin for me that like I just love Iris. I knew I liked her from the second I saw her just because of how she handles things. Also, she's a spray tan artist. She's from LA. She just seems like that girl, right? When she stood behind Huda after Huda shit on her literally for Jeremiah choosing her. At the last recoupling, I believe it was episode 14, when Jeremiah, her man, Huda, okay, went and picked Iris. He opened up the door and immediately when Huda came out, what was the first thing she started doing? She started shitting all over Iris. She started talking about her appearance, saying that like she's the easy choice. He doesn't even find you attractive. Like she was just trying to put her down so bad. And I was like, oh girl, like this is not a good look. This is not a good look at all. I understand like you're hurt and you're trying to Obviously dig really deep and go low, but it's just not looking good. Like, it's not making Huda look good as a person, right? And what did Iris do? That girl still stood behind Huda. She still stood behind her. I said, that is a girl's girl. And cut to the scene where Huda is talking about Iris is not a girl's girl. She says she's a girl's girl. She's not a girl's girl. What do you mean? Because she still decided to stand behind you. That is crazy to me. I was like, wow, that really shows Iris's character. And I feel like that's just what makes her that much more beautiful. Like, she's already hottie. She's smoking hot, smoldering body, face, personality, everything. And the fact that she still stood behind her girl after she literally just talked shit to her, like, she literally basically called her ugly, and Iris still stood behind her. I said, yep, that's a girl's girl, Huda. That is a girl's girl. I feel like if you gave Huda the chance, she would pick Jeremiah, a man she's known for X amount of days, 10 days, whatever it is, over her best friend in a second. She just gives those type of vibes. It feels like she has this like never ending pit for validation. Like, she just needs to be validated by whoever she's with, or she's not gonna have a good day. Does that make sense? And that is a slippery slope to go down. Like I mentioned, my old friend, she was very much like that. And I'm not trying to sit on here, cause drama. I promise you she's not watching this video. We are just like so far past that. It's been years since we've been friends. But she was very much like that. Like, I would come home from work, and if she did not get her daily dose of validation from the man she was talking to at the time, she would literally be depressed. Like, there was actually some healing that she needed to do that she wasn't taking care of. And it was affecting her female me relationships too, because, oh my God, I just could not be around that energy. I'm like, girl, that man didn't text you back. Who cares? Okay, let's go have fun. Let's go have fun. Let's go have a Malibu beach day. Like, let's go do something. And she just would let it control her whole mood, her whole week. If she could let it control her whole life, I promise you she would have. And I feel like Huda is that type of person too. You just cannot trust girls like that. And the fact that all the girls in the villa are still standing behind her time and time again, saving her, Huda better count her days, because it's gonna end soon. Cut to the little like snippet of the next episode, I think episode 15 or 16, where Sierra's like, if she keeps acting like this, I'm not gonna save her anymore. That's the perfect example of like a girl being a girl's girl. I feel like Sierra through and through is a girl's girl. I could just feel it in her. You know, you just feel energies. I feel like Sierra's just one of those girls. Like, she's gonna ride for her girls, right? So seeing her say that, I'm like, okay, that is a perfect example of like a girl's girl being pushed to her limit. Like, you can be a girl's girl, but still have boundaries. If you don't have boundaries, other women will walk all over you. They will not respect you, you know, and they'll talk to you a certain type of way. And I feel like we are seeing Huda do that to the girls. Like, I don't know why she feels like she went in that villa and she's just like the ringleader of everybody. I'm like, girl, what is this? Like, you are not even like, I don't know, Love Island is supposed to be like so fun and just like flirty. Obviously, like, you know, feelings get hurt along the way, whatever. That's just the name of the game. Like, Love Island is so fucking messy. It is not a normal reality dating show at all. Like, it's literally meant to test you as a person and like see how far you'll go. Anyways, all that to say is like, I feel like Sierra in that moment was me when I had to have that conversation with my ex-best friend. I just really had to sit her down and be like, girl, listen, like, something needs to change because this is not going to work. And you want to know the craziest part is, pause really quick because I just have been loving this cream blush still. Like, I literally cannot put it down, from Makeup Revolution or Points Rose. Cut back to my friendship with my friend. I was there, you know, I have literally been there to that point where you're just like, you have reached your wit's end and you have to say something. I feel like I'm a forgiving person once or twice, maybe twice. And after that, it's over. Like, I just have like a flip, like a switch that I can flip, and I'm just done and I'm over it. I had not even reached that point with this ex-friend of mine when I told her that like she had to move out for the sake of our friendship, right? Girl, this girl moved out, didn't say a word to me after. She didn't talk to me. She didn't text me that she like finally moved out or anything. I was actually at work when she finally moved out. I came home, she was just gone. Like, no or anything. Literally acting like we weren't best friends, living with each other, having like the best memories of our lives, right? And I feel like that almost like validated me, and like, I knew it. Like, I knew you were this type of person. That's fucking crazy. Okay, the craziest part is oh my God, I want to say like maybe a week and a half later, she was fully moved out. I was just going about my normal life, and the person that I was talking to at the time actually messaged me and sent me a screenshot of her trying to talk to him. And she was like liking his stories. She was doing all this stuff. He was like, isn't this like your friend? And I said, that's crazy. You know what I did? I cut them both off. Both of them, the boy and the girl. I said, you know what? This is too much for me, bestie. Like, also, girl, you are crazy for that. Let me say this on camera. I know you're not watching this, but for the sake of me, you know what I mean? Just like this therapy session I'm feeling right now, you're so crazy for that. Like, she claimed she was a girl's girl too. She was all down for her girls or whatever. Absolutely not. Because the second that we have like a disagreement, or honestly, like we're just going through like a hard time in our friendship, that's what you decide to do. You think the best course of action is to go talk to a guy that I was talking to. I'm so far past that, but I feel like watching this season just reminded me is that girls are still like that. Like, girls really still act like that. You are gonna choose a man, like, and also acting crazy, crashing out on camera over your girls. I feel like there's so many times when Alandria and honestly even Amaya have tried telling her, like, girl, let's keep it classy, let's keep it cute. Like, I feel like they're trying to remind her, you're being recorded. Like, we are being recorded 24/7 under surveillance this whole time, and you're crashing out, you're calling this man crazy names. Like, girl, the names that she was calling him, I'm just like, ooh, like, it's just not a good look, especially with like these sort of like toxic cycles and toxic couples. I feel like more often than not, they tend to get back together, and you think you calling him these names is gonna make him want to take you back, although he shouldn't. But I'm just saying, like, I know how these toxic cycles go. Girl, what? You had that man's family making a statement on his Instagram story saying that they do not agree with the profanity, and like it's literally sad that they had to watch their son being called these names. You think that man's family's gonna like you? Okay, everything will be linked down below again if you guys are interested what I'm using. I feel like I just want to talk today, not so much about the products, just about what I want to talk about. So anyways, yeah, I just think it's crazy. I think this whole season, honestly, of Love Island is so different from the other seasons. I'm not gonna lie, I started watching Love Island UK, so I feel like that's what I'm used to. I think it's super messy over there, but I don't know why. Maybe it's the accents. I feel like they keep it a little more classy. Story short, I just feel like we're not keeping it classy this season, okay? I am very invested, but I'm also a little scared. Like, I'm actually scared how Huda is gonna take everything. I'm not sure if she's gonna get voted off tonight or what's about to happen. Honestly, everything is super juicy. I'm having a good time watching it. I'm a Gemini, so I like watching drama. I do not like being in drama. I don't like starting drama, but I do like watching it. That's why I love reality TV so much, I think, is because I get like my dose of drama without it affecting my life literally at all. Can you guys please let me know down below if you guys are watching Love Island? Are you just as invested as I am? I feel like TikTok is very invested this season. It's like after every single episode, somebody's coming on giving their recap. I'm obsessed. I love it because I love to talk. I feel like as I'm getting older, I like to see other people's perspectives. Even if we don't agree on the same thing, I feel like as I'm getting older, I like to hear what other people are saying so I can see their side as well. Like, I may not agree still with what they're saying, but I feel like I can understand where they're coming from. And I feel like that is, like, that's the whole point. You know what I mean? We can agree to disagree. I feel like I grew up hearing that statement so much. And I feel like nowadays, if you're not on this side, people are going to hate you. And if you're not on this side, people are going to hate you. Why can't we just all agree to disagree? You know what I mean? What if some people like Huda? Okay, some people like Huda, that's fine. Let's move on. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to start like hate trains just because somebody doesn't agree with exactly how you view somebody else. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that's why I was mentioning it genuinely scares me, like when people take social media so seriously, or reality TV. I saw somebody say, like, you guys, at the end of the day, it's a reality show. Producers know what they're doing. Some of the cast members know what they're doing. Like, we have to understand that some of this is for like entertainment value, and, you know, just keep it like that. Like, let's not start sending death threats to families and like doing crazy stuff, because some people just take it too far. Now let's get into these Huda lip stains. So these launch online and in store June 23rd. As I'm filming this, it is June 19th. So just in a few days, these will be out. I feel like everybody is talking about them. These look so gorgeous. Okay, this is the little package that it came in. I'm gonna show you how they separated it. We have 8 different colors. We have 4 warm brown shades. These are more like neutral contour shades. I feel like typically I am drawn towards these sort of shades on my lips. I feel like they just look better than like a red or a pink. But we also do have 4 red/pink shades. This one right here looks gorgeous. You guys know my favorite all-time shade of lip liner is Makeup by Mario Smoky Pink, and I feel like this might be very similar to it. If you look here it has an arrow and it has some writing. That means that you want to store it like this. So this is literally like a liquid liner. If you guys know, you know liquid liners tend to, especially felt tips, tend to dry out faster. But a little tip is if you keep it face down like this, all the ink will kind of soak into the felt tip and it will just work better. This is just like any other inky felt tip sort of product. I have seen these online, but never in person. This is what the applicator looks like. It's fuzzy. It looks so interesting. So this is definitely like a felt tip sort of applicator. She said that you can line your lips this way. Ooh, that shade looks gorgeous. Or you could turn it on its side and use it that way as like a lipstick. And she also came out with 3 new faux filler lip glosses. I feel like honestly it's one of my favorite formulas, especially if you like more of like a thick gloss. I feel like this is definitely that. They're called faux filler, but they don't burn. I hate burny lipsticks. These are called a jelly oil, so I think these might be a little different. I'm not sure. Upon taking them out, they do feel a little bit more lightweight for sure. Very shiny. They all smell different. Jelly lip oils swatch, you guys can see they're honestly very similar. Look from afar, you can barely tell. This one definitely has the most pigment, but don't buy all 3, just buy one. Okay, here are all of the swatches of the lip stains right here. For this lighter one, for these 2 lighter ones and the top brown one, I did have to go over twice. I feel like they just weren't as pigmented, which can be a good and a bad thing depending on your skin tone. So we have baby pink, rosewood, cherry red, and cinnamon. This is more of like the red, pink, I guess like neutral sort of side of things. This rosewood shade looks like it's gonna be perfect. I genuinely think it's gonna be like a dupe, the stained version of Makeup by Mario Smoky Pink. I'm obsessed. Starting from the very top, we have soft nude, toasty brown, warm brown, and rich brown all the way at the bottom. I think warm brown right here is one of the most popular shades that I see a lot of people wearing, except for it looks really dark. So I feel like on me, I'm a little scared. Always before I put any sort of lip liner on, I remove the lip balm I had. So, which is the perfect time to talk about how good these are. I love these. They lasted the whole time, and you can see how pigmented they were because my lips were just, had a little bit of color to them. Now they took it off, it's gone. But it stayed super shiny the whole time. And I feel like honestly, like I was going back and forth between drinking out of my cup and it stayed on pretty good. So I'm actually really happy with it. I just don't really like the scent that much. Okay, I don't know what I want to go in with. I think we're going to start with this shade right here, which is Rosewood. Oh, I don't know if I want to do Rosewood or Soft Nude. So I'm going to kind of look down here. Love, love, love that color. Oh, I'm so obsessed. Wow, look at that color. Yes, absolutely. This is the shade Soft Nude. You guys, normally, you guys know actually in the last video that I did, the Makeup Revolution lip stain, the shade Honey Kisses, I brought that with me and I was wearing it every single day in Hawaii, by the way. Still love it. I love the color of it, but I'm not gonna lie, I hate that you have to put it on and it looks dark for a while and then you have to peel it off. I feel like it's kind of annoying, and seeing like, I don't know, it throws me off. I can't wear it while I'm doing my makeup because the dark, since you have to peel it off, how it looks so dark, I feel like it throws off the rest of the colors on my face. And I'm not kidding, I literally feel like I forget how to do makeup when I have the actual like dark peely part on still. So I like that this is just like instant gratification. It's a stain, it's gonna last all day long. Let the first coat dry of, what is this shade? Soft, yeah, Soft Nude. And then I did a second coat. It does look a little bit shiny, as you guys can see. I feel like I expected that because it's not a crayon, like it's not a like pencil sort of formula. So I wonder if it'll kind of die down the shyness over time, because one thing about me, I do not like a shiny lip liner just because I do overline my lips a little bit. Another thing about this is that it's a marker. It literally is inky. So you kind of have to be careful. If you overline your lips a little bit, it's going to be there, especially because it's a stain. Like it's literally going to stain wherever you messed up. So keep that in mind. Pink. Let's start with baby pink because it's lighter. and see if like we can kind of feather. Did that even do anything? Let's go in with Rosewood. Oh. Definitely a little bit darker. The colors do go pretty dark, honestly. Like even this one, I would say all 4 of these shades are pretty deep and they're very pigmented. So if you guys are of a deeper complexion, a richer complexion, these colors right here, especially like these darker shades, on some of the shade, which is Juicy Pink Lady. These feel like an oil. These are definitely different than her original formula. This is in the shade She's Glitzy. I love this. You guys can see how ultra shiny these are. I prefer actually a lip gloss that is a little bit thicker. I just like to feel, I don't know, I just like to feel my lip combo on. I feel like it's gonna last longer. I don't know. It's really weird, but nonetheless, this does look really pretty. All of her campaign pictures look so freaking pretty. I was like, oh my God, I really hope it's as shiny as you're saying it is, because if it's not, I'm gonna be pissed. And look at that. It is literally like exactly the same. I decided to do a little bit of Cocoa K in the center because I wanted like a full lip combo. I didn't want to do like a stain and a lip oil. I wanted a lip combo. So I put on Juicy Peach over top just because in one of the campaign pictures, they were wearing this and it looks so pretty. Dare I say, I kind of like this shade more than Juicy Pink Lady, which is kind of crazy because I feel like normally I would not go for a warm brown, but I'm obsessed. I love these lip stains so far. I actually took it off, as you can see. I took off the lip combo because I wanted more of a lip combo and the stain was still there. Yeah, these are amazing. I love when makeup brands come out with like new innovative products that haven't already been done. I don't think I've seen like a lip liner stain in this sort of form. It's probably out there. But you know Huda, she does it good. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know I talked a lot. We talked about Love Island. We talked about what I did in Hawaii and also some makeup products in between. I feel like I just cannot help myself. Like when I'm doing makeup, I want to talk about other stuff. But at the end of the day, I feel like my heart is always with makeup. So it's always going to come back around to the makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down below what was your favorite thing that I talked about today, because your girl talked. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will see you in the next one.